Hey guys, Kev here, and I'm going to do my full review on this knife. This is the Acta non-Verba Z100. And I just want to say right off the bat, I'm doing this tabletop style because I want you to really see this knife. And I really want you to see this knife because I hate it. And I just think it's fair that you get a good look at it if I'm going to sit here and tell you why I don't like it, right? Most knives I review, I'm pretty like, I either love them, I'm like, okay, or, I'm like, I get it, but it's not really my thing, right? This knife, I hate. It's a strong word, but I will get to why. I have my LaCroix here, coconut. Sadly, it's a Sunday night, and I have to work in the morning, so I can't be drinking a beer while I do this. I would love to while I do this, but I cannot. So, put that over here. First, I just want to start off with the packaging. This knife does come in a nice package. You'll see this. This is their logo here. It's an A, an N, and then a V. Acta non-Verba, which means act, don't talk, I guess. It's a Czech company. The knives are made in the Czech Republic. And this one was actually shipped from the Czech Republic to me. You'll see the sticker here, which is really cool. I like that. I like the presentation here. It comes with this grease, which I explained in my unboxing, that this grease is for the bearings, I guess, because there's some kind of proprietary Teflon washer that has these little holes in them where you can put, that's where you put the grease, I guess, and it kind of self-greases itself. I don't know. I'll get to the washers. But I just wanted to show you the packaging. It's very nice. It's well done. And again, I'm going to repeat myself a little from the unboxing the other day. This knife was bought by myself and Brad, mild-mannered EDC. We went in on this knife together because we just were chatting on Instagram together, and it kind of came up. And he kind of told me about it, and then I looked up on their website, and I was like, oh, these look kind of cool. They're interesting. Why don't we split one? And we can each check it out. He had a channel at the time. I didn't. And I said, I'll check it out. I'll post it on Instagram or whatever. Look at it. See if I like it. Then I'll send it to you. You can do the same. Do your, review on your channel. And then we can decide what to do with it. Give it away or whatever. And we don't know what we're going to do with this. Just because he didn't give it the best review. He was very mild-mannered about it. And I'm certainly not going to give it the best review. So there's that. So we don't recommend this knife. So it's hard for me to give it away. But somebody out there needs a pocket knife. It does work. So there's that. So we probably will do something like that. But we'll see. So let's get into this ANV Z100. Obviously, this is in the orange G10, we'll call it. This is N. That lock up? Hang on. Okay. Just saying. Let's try that again. You heard it click that time, right? Oh, that's weird. Just opened again. Let's really thwack it out. Oh, all right. See that lock up? Nice and early. Oh, okay. Now we're good, guys. So, You know, if you use this knife, just make sure that you really wrist it, because if you don't, let's see. Yeah, that was a good one. Good, good, good. So let's see. Guys, this is happening in real time. So now it's locking up. Maybe a couple of those just kind of put it in its place. Yeah, it's kind of locking up now, so I'm going to stop doing this before well, I really want to fill it again. All right, that one, I mean, I flicked it out, and there we go. So that's an issue, guys. The flipper isn't good enough. Ow, fuck. I deserve that. The flipper isn't good enough to launch it out there that much. So, you know, you could haphazardly take this out of your pocket, give it one of these, and it won't open. Or it'll trick you into thinking it's locked up, and then, boom, it's not. So, anyway, that just kind of happened organically right there. I forgot about that, honestly. When I had this knife, this was months ago, guys. Brad had this for a while. Rightfully so. It took him a while to review it because he probably didn't care. But it was a while. It was like the summer or something. I mean, it was fall at the most. And I forgot about the lockup thing. It doesn't lock up every time. You know, most knives, even if you just open it from here, it'll lock up, right? What do I have in my pocket? This is just going to be random, okay? I have this lefty sheepdog, actually. It's just funny because I haven't carried this in a while. Even if I just do this. Oh, you see that? That is locked up. Like, I don't need to freaking whip it out and you know, kick its ass. Like, I can probably just do this. Yep. That's not going anywhere. So, that is what a real knife does. This is what your Acta non-Verba does. So, case in point why I hate this knife. And that wasn't even on my to-do list. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a to-do list. I shoot from the hip, guys, if you can't tell. But there you go. So, back to the knife. I was trying to go over the knife here. We have this orange G10. I'm going to actually just open it this way because that didn't work. Man, you see that? You really got to crack it. Okay, I'm done with that. Sorry. You have an N6. Why am I even showing them more of this knife? Like, guys, you just saw that, right? You just saw everything I showed you. Whatever. You have N690, made in the Czech Republic, Z100, right? Got it? You have a flat grind. Do they call this a saber grind when it's like this? Is that what that is? I know it's not a hollow, and it could be a flat grind that goes most of the way down. I don't know how that works. There's a swedge. It kind of looks like it's crowned up here. It's kind of rounded a little bit, but it's definitely not crowned. You still have squared edges on the side. We have some more logo on here, Acta non-Verba. We have the giant logo right there. We have the giant marking right there, made in the Czech Republic. So in terms of like branding, we got plenty of it on here. They don't go crazy on the handle, which is kind of nice, right? Again, I think aesthetically, it comes off well. The box is really nice. This looks good. This package looks good, right? Get this cool wire clip. It's deep carry. Look how deep carry it is. Ooh, everybody loves deep carry, so let's get this really cool deep carry clip on there. Acta non-Verba. Act, don't talk, whatever that actually means. Maybe I'm wrong. All of that is, to me, it's just marketing. And then you also have to have a product, right? And this falls so short for me. It's laughable to me, anyway. And I don't mean to come off too rude or like coming at the company or whatever. To each their own. Anybody, you know, do what you will. Plenty of people probably own this knife and think it's cool. maybe this one, maybe the lockup issue is just, I got it that time. Maybe that's just a lemon type thing, but I'm reviewing the one I have. And I paid my own money for this. I paid $60 for this, and so did Brad. So we paid $120 to get this shipped to me. Now, if you go on Blade HQ, I think they're like $75 or something. Honestly, guys, like, we'll get to value, but I don't think I'd spend more than... I wouldn't spend anything on this, honestly. But, $50, G10, that's, I think, plastic, and N690, $50. That's like, what, a budget Kaiser? Something like that? What do they go for? 65 maybe? But $80, $120? Like, sheesh. Okay, so again, aesthetically, I'm never going to get through this. Aesthetically, it's not bad. I actually like it. That's why I wanted it. I wanted to try it because it was cool looking, right? Back to these scales. So you can see here that I can bend these. Like, that just seems weird to me for G10. Now, there's a liner on this side, on the inside. See that? There's no liner on that side. See that? This side has no liner. But still, it's G10. What else do I have in G10? I'm just pulling random shit out, okay? This is an Asher Knife Co. Spiro. Love this knife. Great knife. Like, damn, it sounds like a freaking farting bear or something. Like a bear taking a shit. That was pretty funny, wasn't it? Here's a really, like, thin, kind of lightweight knife that I would, if anything was going to bend, it'd probably be this guy. Like, I'm not getting anywhere on that, where this, I'm not even doing the farting bear thing, and it's just not... I don't think I have anything else. And I hate G10, by the way, so that's part of this, too. Here, how about this one? The king of G10 right here. Huh? You think I'll be able to squeeze this guy? Love that knife. All right, I'm done with that. I think it's FRN of some kind, or it's just shitty G10 or something. Again, not an expert, but whatever. So that's the handle and the blade, right? N690. It has a decent, blade on it, I will say. Do I have some paper? Like, I'll be, it's not printer paper, but we can give it a shot, guys. I don't want to just bury this thing. I did test it when I had it before I sent it to Brad, and I think it was pretty good. That's me. That's not the knife. Yeah, I mean, if you get it right, it's me. That's me hacking into it. So it's a decent cutter. It's not the best, obviously, but it's actually got a pretty good edge on it. It's pretty thin behind the edge. I mean, definitely not a bad blade. I'll give it that. I will give it that, guys. So, yeah. So we can talk about centering. If you can see the centering, because this thing is like buried down in there, I'd say it's off to the show side a bit. It's not too bad. It's not rubbing or anything, but it's definitely off to the side. I mean, you can see it almost hugging this scale here, and on that side, it's not. That's one indication. So there's that. Now, I did take this knife apart a couple times, and I'll explain why right now. This clip is wire clip, and it is deep, guys. Super deep carry. So if you like deep carry, this thing is basically in the bottom of your pocket. You're going to be fishing this out with your keys. Now, you'll see these notches here. This clip is apparently reversible. I actually, I don't think, did I ever get it? I can't remember if I ever got it together reversed. It was the biggest pain in the ass ever. I remember sitting there trying to reverse this in my kitchen, and I had to take the whole knife apart at one point because you can't just unscrew this and flip the clip, because this spacer thing has notches in it that you have to put the clip into. So the clip has these two prongs that hook down, and then they have another like bent thing at the bottom of that, and that goes into here somewhere. And this thing is only tapped for that on one side. So you have to take that barrel spacer out, the clip out, reverse that barrel spacer, then reverse the clip, then get it perfectly in these notches, down, and then perfectly into that, which is impossible because it has to be in there for you to do it. You can't get it set up and then kind of shove it in. It just doesn't work. So I ended up trying to I took the knife apart, and then I put the clip on as I was putting it together, and I think I maybe got it together at one point, and I literally was so pissed off, and I was just like, I got to send this to Brad anyway. Now I need to reverse it. I just wanted to see if it worked. So I just reversed it back. I'm not sure I ever actually got it in there lefty and like functioning. I think I got it in once, but like the gaps here were screwed up. Like it was a mess. Like if you're gonna make a reversible clip, just make it easy. You know, just let me pop a screw out, flip it over, and pop a screw in. Why do you got to do all this shit, right? So that's the reversing part. Then there's the clip itself. This sits so deep that it's not a problem in your pocket, really. It sort of is, because you have to like really reach in to get this knife. It's not just like it's flush with your pocket. It's like in your pocket, right? There's that, which also causes issues because of how deep it is. Other stuff in your pocket, how big is your pocket? But the biggest issue with it is ergonomically. Because of that, you literally have a hot spot constantly. If you're right-handed and you have the clip on the right-hand orientation, which is what most people would do, right? You can see where that clip is. It is an absolute it's not even a hot spot. It's a fire spot. Like, it's the worst hot spot I've ever felt on a knife. I feel like it's going to close up on me. It's incredible how bad it is. Like, seriously. And if you reversed it and you were left-handed, you'd have the same problem. Now, left-handed with the clip on the right side, yeah, it's fine, because you don't feel that. Vice versa, but who would do that, right? That'd just be weird. And that's the biggest, like, I've heard people say this knife is comfortable. Like, there's no freaking way that, unless you have, like, some really fat palms, you just feel nothing. Like, it's a problem. Huge problem. All right. So that's one big gripe. Now let's get into the washer. So when I took this thing apart to try to get the clip over and all that junk, I found out it had freaking Teflon washers. Like, literally plastic washers in there. Can I get a light in there to show you? Because this is ridiculous. This is 2020, guys. Can you see them? Is that the white in there? You see that? That is your Teflon nylon freaking washer in there. Why is it so bright? There, thank you. There's your washer. And it has these little, like, holes in it, around it or whatever, which apparently are pockets that hold the grease, and they self-lubricate, so you never have to worry about it. You don't have to oil them ever, guys. I mean, I don't believe that story. I believe that they went with cheap-ass Teflon, and then they have a story for it. I don't know. Like, this is 2021. Did I say 2020? This is 2021. It's 2021 I bought this. Like, use bearings. Use phosphor bronze at the least, right? So yeah, that's that. And that kind of leads us to action, right? We talked ergonomics. I mean, if you want to talk, oh God, that's gonna, yeah. Um, if you want to talk ergonomics other than that clip, which I can't even talk about it left-handed because that's not fair because I don't have that hotspot. So I'm going to talk about it right-handed, actually. Sorry, I'm going back to this. Other than that hotspot, which is ridiculous, it's not bad. Like, I can hold it like this. It feels comfortable. I'm not going to do all this reverse grip shit. Like, yeah, this is all fucked up because of the clip, too. You can't do any of this reverse shit because of that. What's the only other one people do? This garbage? Yeah, let me cut backwards. Sorry, I'm being an ass. But I'm doing it on purpose, just so you know. But yeah, other than that clip, it's not terrible in this grip. But that clip is absolutely ridiculous, so it doesn't matter. This thing could be the most comfortable. This thing could be shaped like my hand. With that clip on it, it's pointless. So, sorry, that's ergonomics. Action. Basically, the only thing I'm going to say about action is if you give it a good, flip, it goes out and it locks up. Well, yeah, see? If you give it a good flip, it does. If you do this, well, that was a pretty good one, right? Yeah, all right. See? I mean, it's not that bad, right? How about that? Oh, shit. Like, I shouldn't have to do this to get my knife to deploy all the way and then actually lock up. Like, if I hear a click, that means it locked up, right? So, I don't know. I know I keep harping on that, but I just discovered it, and again, I remember it from before. Yeah, that's just a huge issue on action. Jesus freaking Christ. You saw me just pull that back, right? Like, so, oh, Jesus. I almost just took my finger off. Are you kidding me? Oh, now we're locked at 100%. Cool. On the close, if I can close it now. Oh, jeez. All right. You just gotta give it a good shake. Man, I've spent 22 minutes on this knife. Like, why is anybody watching this? It shakes down, okay? I'm gonna start wrapping this up, guys. This flipper tab is terrible. It is pokey, and that's where you need to put the leverage to flick it. So don't try playing with this knife for more than 2 minutes. Don't play with this knife at all, but whatever. That's that. I think it is G10. I don't know. I mean, I can see some like micro milling or whatever you call that stuff in there. Kind of looks like G10. I just don't understand why it's so flimsy, G10, right? That little dot right there is glow in the dark. Let's see if I can make that happen. Do I really want to do that? No, I don't want to do that. That thing glows in the dark. That's like their thing or whatever. All their knives have a glow-in-the-dark thing so you can find it at night, I guess. But I don't think it's tritium, so I think you might need to charge it. I don't know, and I don't care. What else? We talked about the washers, talked about the clip, talked about the scales, talked about the flipper, talked about the action. I think we're pretty much... Oh, value, right. No, I talked about that too. Yeah, $50, maybe, and not for this one that doesn't lock up. If that's a fluke, okay... I get it. I guess you could say maybe when I took it apart and whatever, I somehow fucked it up and that's why it doesn't lock up now. I mean, we could argue that I'm not the best at disassemblies or whatever. But everything else is fine on this knife. It's centered-ish and is there blade play? I mean, there's minimal blade play, so, like, it's all pieced together. The centering isn't god-awful. It's just not good. And I'm sure I did all that, when I... Here. So T8. That's good. Yeah, there's a little bit of room there to turn, so... Oh, great. Okay, so... God. I hate this thing. something. So there's no play in it, but it won't flip out. No play. Now it's not doing the drop shut thing. It's not locking up now. Yeah, it's not locking up at all now. I don't think. Centering. Yeah, centering's better now, guys. Okay, so we got it centered, and we have no play. Okay, there you go. So that's the thing. So I definitely didn't screw it up when I took it apart. But that's why I thought the action, just a minute ago, I thought the action was a little better. Like, out of the box, I was like, oh, this action's better than I remember. That's because it was super duper loose. I don't know if Brad did that or what. So yeah, that's the Acta non-Verba Z100. I don't like it. I have no desire to try any of their other knives. I don't want to bomb on the company. This could be a fluke. If you think this looks cool and everything and you want one, go get one. Would I recommend it to anybody? No. I don't recommend this to anybody. 4 reasons why, real quick. This hotspot is ridiculous. That hurts. The washers are 20 years old. And I could have cut a finger off because it didn't lock up. Those are my reasons why. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Acta non-Verba Z100. Love you guys. Sorry about this video. And I hope you have a fantastic day. I will catch you later.